Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing this polygel kit by Tobe Glam. So I will be doing application and nail design using most of the items that are included in this kit. So if you are interested, please stay tuned for the video. The first thing I want to go over is what is included in this kit. So you do get a welcome envelope that has some information about the company, and then it does have your instructions on how to apply the product. And also what you get in the kit, you do get some dual forms. This kit comes with two different kinds, the regular dual forms, and then it also comes with the stiletto dual form. So I normally wear a size 0 or a size 1 in my full coverage tips, and usually with dual forms I kind of find that the 0 is a little bit too small. So if you have wider nail beds, you're gonna have to kind of figure out how to get that thumbnail to work for you. You also get a mini UV LED lamp, excuse me, and then it comes with the plug as well. I didn't show that on camera. And on the back, it has all the specifications on it. You get a 100/180 grit file, and you also get the brush, and then the other side is a picker. So you can see, oh, also, I'm getting ahead of myself. Also, you get a top and a base coat, and then 6 15-milliliter polygels. So I'm going to show you the colors now. That first one is Pure, and then that second one is Pretty Much. The third color is She's Pretty. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, she pretty. And then the next color is You're My Queen. The next two colors are nudes. So the color Just in Pink, that's actually going to be the one that I use for this video. And then the last color is called Sweet Talk. So these are all 15-milliliter tubes. So you can get a couple of sets out of them, especially if you're mixing the products. You're not just doing solids. Excuse me. So I'm going to go in with full coverage tips because I'm going to do the Lazy Girl method today, or the Femi Beauty method. So first I'm going in with my full coverage tips, and these are the extra long stilettos from Nail Couture, and I'm going in with my protein bond, and instead of etching the surface with the e-file, I'm just going to go ahead and etch the surface with the protein bond and see how that works. So I don't want to cut my nails. The reason I don't want to cut my nails is because I don't keep my long nails on for very, very long, because when I'm working during the week, sometimes it gets really annoying to type. I do a lot of typing for my job. I am in the mortgage industry, kind of in an underwriting role, so I do have to type a lot of correspondence. So sometimes if I'm on an intense file, the nails get in the way. So I like to keep my natural nails a little bit long, so when I cut off the extensions, I still have a little bit of nail bed to work with. So I'm trying to do the Lazy Girl method in this way because it is an easy application, and I want to keep as much length of my natural nails as possible. So I know we've seen the Lazy Girl method or Femi Beauty method a lot of times, so I'll briefly explain it here. Essentially, you're going to treat this like a dual form, but you're going to leave the tip on. So everything you would do in the dual form, you put the polygel in, you spread it around, you place it on your nail, you make sure there's no air bubbles, you clean it up underneath, you cure that in the lamp for at least 60 seconds, but you keep the tip on. That's the easiest way I can explain it. I know that Femi does have a playlist, so if you want a lot more detail, you definitely can check out her playlist. So what you see me doing here is I'm just trying to clean up the sides as best as I can. I'm trying to make sure I have enough coverage, and I'm also trying to make sure that natural nail isn't like jutting out on the sides, just because I haven't really tapered the sides of my natural nail. It kind of can hang over the side of the full coverage tips I'm using. So I'm just trying to make the application as neat as possible. Obviously, I will go in, I'm sorry, obviously that's rude. I will go in and do some filing, but I want to try and get this application as neat as I possibly can. For me, I always make a mess when I do my nails. I'll have polygel on my arm, on my elbow. I'll have acrylic everywhere when I'm using acrylic. So I naturally work messy. So if you do get product on your skin, do your best to get that off before it cures. If you're not able to do so when you're done, just go in with a little oil and make sure that skin is moist, and then you can kind of pull it off your skin. So don't worry about working messy. It is what it is. Like, we're not perfect. We're not professionals. We're just doing our own nails, trying to figure out the best method. So here you see me cleaning up underneath the nail. I am removing any excess polygel just to keep that shape. And I'm making sure that I keep pressing down the tip so that it's not like it's adhered to the entire nail plate. I'm working with a little bit more nail plate because I chose not to cut my natural nails. So you just want to make sure it's adhered all the way and there's no gaps. So after I fully cured everything, again, you don't pop these tips off, you leave them on. I'm just going to go in and clean up the shape just a little bit for whatever excess that I didn't clean up before I cured. I'm just cleaning that up a little bit now, just making sure I'm keeping that stiletto shape. And then what you're going to see me do next is I'm actually going to go underneath the nail and bring back that C curve. And if any part of my natural nail doesn't fit into the shape, or is it narrow as the tips, I'm going to remove that as well. So now I'm just going in. I think this is a cone bit. The e-file I'm using is by MAKARTT, and this drill bit is by PANA. I will leave all the information. If it's not on the screen, I will leave it in the description box for you. So you just want to go in and just clean up underneath, make sure that you still have a C curve. If you weren't able to smooth out underneath, smooth that out as best as you can. And you can see here that on the side it was kind of jutting out, so I'm just removing that extra polygel here. I don't think you could really get this done quite as neatly with a hand file. I do think this step you would need an e-file for. Unless someone's done this with the hand file, definitely let me know in the comments below. So after I'm done with that, I'm just going to go around the cuticle area and just seal in that cuticle. If there's anything on the skin, try and get that off. Polygel will lift if you get it on your, if you don't clean up that cuticle area, if you don't seal in that cuticle. And even sometimes if you do seal it in, if you've already cured the product where it was touching your sidewalls or your cuticles, there's still a probability of you getting a little bit of lifting in there. You just want to make sure that you do your very best that you don't get the product on your skin, or you get it off your skin as much as you can before you end up doing any curing. The thing that I do like about polygel is that it is easy to file back into shape if you know, while you were doing your application, you didn't maintain the shape of the nails. I do like that. The one thing that I do like about this polygel kit is this polygel wasn't extremely sticky. I used the base coat for my slip solution. If you guys have been watching my videos, that's pretty much what I use most of the time for my polygel application. It was easy to apply. It wasn't too hard and it wasn't too soft. So for me, it was that perfect texture of polygel. After I've finished all my filing, for me, I wanted these nails just a little bit thicker. They were just a little bit too sheer. So I want to go in that apex area and add more product. So the thing about the lazy girl method is it really does depend on your shape of nails, the shape of the nails that you're using. You're not always going to get that perfect application until you found like the perfect nail tips that really fit your nails perfectly. And that's really just trial and error. I do like to use that method. It's easier to shape or whatever, but in this situation with the couture tips that I used, I just needed a little bit more structure to the nail. And it's not to knock the method, it's not to knock any company or anything like that. It's just our hands are all different. Not everything is gonna work for everyone. So you kind of have to take certain things and kind of finesse it so that it works for you. So that's kind of what I had to do. I kind of had to finesse Femi Beauty, the lazy girl method, in this video. But at the end, I still like how everything turned out. So I base coated everything, cured that for 60 seconds, and I'm just going to go in and add that polygel to where I want it. but I'm going to do my best to kind of smooth it out so I don't have to do all of that filing again. I don't want to have to reshape the nails. I don't want to have to do all of that again. So I'm going to go ahead and try and apply that as smooth as I possibly can. And then after everything is applied, I'm going to cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then once I did that, whatever I had to smooth out, I just smoothed it out and buffed it. And now I'm going in with some nail art. So I love how these nails turned out. I know they didn't turn out perfect, so please do not come for me in the comments, because depending on the day, I might respond and be negative Nancy. But yeah, right, I probably won't. I'll probably just block you. But definitely love how this set turned out. So I was on the phone with one of my nail sisters, like, what color should I use? So she told me to do like some brights. So this is what I picked out. Shouts out to Miss Charday. This is what I picked out, and the polishes are by BEETLES. Unfortunately, I don't remember each kit that they came from. These are just the color numbers that I have. So sometimes you can search the numbers. I really wish I had put on the bottle the kit that they come from. Moving forward, anything that I receive from them or anything that I purchase, I'll leave on the bottles what set they came from, set or kit or whatever, just so you guys can have a reference point. But girl, I'm deep in. I already have like over 100 BEETLES gel polishes, so I'm gonna have to repeat that a lot. But yeah, BEETLES is one of my favorite gel polishes. I do use it a lot, and I do have a code for them, which I will leave in the description box below. This striping brush I'm using is also from BEETLES. They have previously sent me this brush to try. I like it. In between colors, I just spray a little bit of alcohol and clean that off. And I am out of frame, but I did clean up the nails with just a regular gel brush, a flat gel brush. Unfortunately, I was out of frame for that. But pretty much you want to let the brush do most of the work. You kind of see here, I'm just kind of like dragging it instead of like trying to draw a straight line. I'm kind of like lining the brush up and dragging it. Where I feel there needs to be more gel polish, I'm adding it there. I'm trying to keep these lines as even as possible. So this is, it's not hard, but it's not easy to do. Definitely with all things, this definitely would take practice, but it actually was pretty fun. And the funny part about all of this is I think my right hand turned out better than my left hand. So I'm right-handed, but I feel like I did better work with my left hand, which is why I kept the footage of both of them in. So you can see that I'm just going in, just making lines. And then what I'm not showing you off camera is I did flash cure each one for about 10 seconds because I didn't want that gel polish to move. So in between each one, or each couple of nails, I did flash cure for about 10 seconds, and then I went in and fully cured it. So overall, I really do love how this set turned out. The polygel was easy to work with. I had to finesse the lazy girl method a little bit, but this is one of my favorite sets of nails. One of my takeaways from this is just work a little bit cleaner around my cuticles and my sidewalls, but that's something that definitely is going to take practice. And you can see that I do have some product on my skin, but like I said earlier, once you're done with your nails, then go ahead and go in with some oil. And I went in with my cuticle oil, which you will see in a few minutes, and that's also available on my website. And then rub that in real good, and off camera I was able to get any excess product or just, you know, remnants of product off my skin. So I was able to clean that up and get some decent pictures for you guys, which is also at the end. But definitely let me know what you think of this kit in my comment section below. I haven't seen too many people use it, so I hope that if you are watching videos, I hope this gives you a good design idea just by using one of the colors instead of the glitter colors. But definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. One thing that I do, another thing, I keep saying one thing, but I've been rambling this whole video. Another thing that I wanted to say is this is a bomb top coat. This top coat is super thick. On my right hand, I used the To Be Glammed, and on my left hand, off camera, I did the Beetles gel polish, mainly because I forgot that I had a top coat. So on my right hand, you can tell the difference between the thickness of the polishes. So definitely, if you're harder on your nails or you're moving around a lot, this top coat is great. It reminds me of Eden's Rose stainless steel top coat. So definitely check it out. They're both shiny. There's no issue or with the shine of the nails, but you can tell this is a thicker top coat when you rub your finger against your nails. But definitely love the kit, love the products, the quality of the products, and definitely love the price. Again, all information, if it wasn't on screen, will be in the description box below. And I'm just showing you how I apply my cuticle oil. It's sped up, so it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not. I wanted to showcase that a little bit of the oil actually goes a long way, and you're super moisturized after. So definitely check out my cuticle oils on my website. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that you turn your notifications on.